From an XP glitch that banned thousands of players to MRBEAST with no arms, these are 23 ways to break Fortnite Chapter 4. The Jelly Angler perk is hiding a secret that is ruining most players' chances of winning. You're only meant to get jellyfish using this, but if you basically cast your rod and then keep switching back to your pickaxe, congratulations, you're now the best fisherman of all time. And the Guardian Shield has only been in the game for a matter of days, but it might just stay that way due to one fatal error. You're not exactly supposed to shoot through this thing. It's meant to block bullets, that's the whole point, but not when your teammate's involved. Turns out they can blast enemies with full protection. I mean, who approved this? The worst part is anyone holding the shield is completely silent. Like literally all of the footsteps will disappear. But there's another item that was so broken it caused an entire crossover to be deleted. Of course, I'm talking about Deku's Mythic. Not only could it annihilate buildings, but Epic realized it had to go when people found a way to teleport with it. There was a chance that you'd fire the Mythic and just stay frozen in the sky. Your screen looked fine and you could walk around normally, but everyone else saw you stuck in the air, basically making you invisible. 3 days later, Epic deleted the item and it might just never return again. Something you can do right now has everyone complaining because it lets you dodge bullets. The Excalibur rifle is insanely overpowered if you know how to use it, but there's a way to escape its destruction and walk away unharmed. When you get struck by an explosive sword, simply emote to avoid the blast. This will save your life. But something that ruined everyone's game for an entire season has made a surprise return in Chapter 4. UFOs have always been busted, but there's a new secret that takes them to an entirely different level. On PC, they're totally normal, nothing suspicious, but wait until you try them on console because it feels like comboing the Kamehameha and Deku's Mythic. Hurdling is a brand new feature in Chapter 4, but within just a few weeks, it was vaulted thanks to the weirdest glitch. Entering a vehicle while hurdling unlocks superpowers, allowing players to teleport to their original location on command. This got even more ridiculous if you teleported with an object behind you, because it made your character an astronaut. Well, maybe that doesn't get you banned. There's an exploit that people have been abusing for months, and Epic has had enough. For the past few seasons, there's always been ways to load into unreleased LTMs and get supercharged XP. And I'm not talking about a few levels. There's people with billions of XP because of this. Epic didn't do anything about it until Winterfest, when things really got out of hand. Thousands of players were completing their battle pass in seconds, thinking it was like a harmless glitch, until they all woke up the next day and saw this. But hey, at least it was a warning and not a full perma ban. Luckily, there is a way to break the game that actually is harmless. Well, unless you're MRBEAST, because anyone who uses his pickaxe and then changes it in a booth will see this. I'm not worried though, I think Jimmy can afford the hospital bills. Something that can't be fixed is happening to only 1% of players. Some people loaded into Chapter 4 excited to see the new graphics and how incredible the map looks, only for the game to look like this. And after 5 years, it's crazy that Fortnite can still find ways to completely fall apart. But if you really want an advantage, the Shockwave Hammer has a secret ability that can destroy the game. No idea why this happens, but if the hammer strikes water at the perfect time, you can triple jump and Shockwave bounce as many times as you want. And imagine trying to shoot someone who's just hopping around. Yeah, boy. Because the hammer is so broken, Epic has even made some secret changes to it, and a lot of people aren't happy. It now takes 20 seconds to recharge a shockwave, and the classic strategy of holding 5 in your inventory just became useless. There's still hope though. A few days later, they dropped a mythic version. Now, not everything has a good ending though. The MRBEAST tournament has turned someone into a millionaire, but it could have had a very different outcome. Many players experienced huge server issues, causing them to lag everywhere, and considering how fast-paced the game is, it ruined a lot of people's chances. The most controversial of all was the floor is lava round, when mantling was so busted that thousands of people fell to their death for no reason. Now, one of the funniest ways to break Fortnite was found by accident. Someone decided to troll their teammate by kidnapping them. They did the bear hug, then went on a zip line, and in theory, you'd think their friend would join for the ride, but instead, they discovered something even better. The zip line just keeps going, and the worst part is your friend is left behind to watch you get abducted. Maybe you want to chase after them. Well, all you need is a dirt bike, impulse grenade, and a shield keg. I don't think anyone expected this combo to be so broken, but when you make the keg land on the bike and throw an impulse down, let's just say you're not gonna come home. What? That's not even the worst combo, because perks have opened the door for some of the most insane glitches I think we've ever seen. The Party Time perk makes Shockwave Hammer stronger than an Infinity Blade, but there's a way to be even more untouchable. Use bow specialists with balloons, and let me tell you, it needs to be fixed. You can just throw everyone into the storm without ever touching the ground. In fact, you don't need balloons. Soaring Sprints lets you jump twice as high, and you can pair it with the dub shotgun to do this.
Do I go for the card play?
No, you go for the sprint dub shotgun to the sky. Wait, he's coming up to you!
Dude, what the f?
Yo, he's trying to shoot you!
Yo. Bro, push him in a storm. Push him in a storm.
Damn!
But the most confusing thing in Chapter 4 has ruined a skin. For some reason, an update came out that changed the diamond hands design. Have you spotted it yet? Yeah, his hands aren't actually diamond anymore. I mean, let's be honest, I could probably count on my fingers how many people use his skin, but at least they are plastic like his. Maybe not the end of the world, but there is an outfit that's actually causing a ton of problems. While some cosmetics have abilities like Midas's Golden Touch or Mystique's Disguise, the Guildheart skin definitely wasn't supposed to. Well, if he uses an emote with a prop, for some reason, it just disappears. Have you ever wanted like an invisible car or even a floating chair? Now's your chance. But time has already run out for those sweet Winterfest presents. It ended on January 3rd, and while that was the intended date, Epic accidentally removed the event a week early. Overnight, all the Christmas trees, snowball launchers, and even Sergeant Winter were deleted. Only the cabin was left standing, so hopefully you open your gifts in time. Especially because Winterfest had the most broken challenge in years, which gave us hundreds of levels by accident. To get into the festive spirit, you could do Christmas challenges, and one of them was a little too generous. You had to run over decorations with a truck, but Epic messed up giving XP to everyone in your lobby. This meant if you had 16 people and went into Team Rumble, you could complete it 16 times in a single match, getting hundreds of thousands of XP. Definitely better than sitting at a fireplace, am I right? But there's a question on everyone's mind, and it's all because the new map is in space. For years, if you left the island, there wasn't anywhere to go, just endless water. Well, that's all changed thanks to Chapter 4, because if you escape the map and get past the invisible wall, things get weird. Instead of falling through space or finding a secret island, you just keep on swimming. So if you prefer to be on the ground, there's a glitch that turns Fortnite into Warzone. In that game, you can cut your parachute early to land faster, and people have found a way to do this in Fortnite. After collecting mats on the starter island, you can secretly build a platform all the way to the floating iceberg. You're not supposed to be here, but it gets crazier because you can hide in the snowball, which completely breaks the game. Time this with the bus countdown hitting 0, and this will delete your glider, giving you a ridiculous advantage. I mean, have fun with a full inventory while everyone else is still in the air. I mean, that's pretty crazy looking, but if you really want a new perspective, people have found a glitch that reveals an upcoming feature. By using a dirt bike and a helipad prop in creative, they completely broke the camera. What they weren't expecting were the results to look like this, giving us first-person mode like we've never seen before. Hopefully Epic turns this into a real thing because we've been waiting for years. And those were all the broken things in Fortnite. It's been Tommy Cupid here on Top 5 Gaming.